Welcome to my channel. Do you feel tired when English feels too hard? Do you forget new words quickly? Maybe you're working too hard. Here's the truth. Your brain doesn't like hard things. It likes easy things. In this video, I'll show you why simple is powerful. Not just for your brain, but for your English learning too. Stay with me, because what you learn today might change the way you study forever. Chapter 1. Your brain is lazy. And that's a good thing. Let me tell you a story about two friends. Their names are Amir and Farhan. They both want to learn English, but they have very different ways of learning. Amir is always looking for shortcuts. He says, "I want the easy way." He watches cartoons in English. He reads children's books. He speaks simple sentences. "I like this. I go there. What is this?" He doesn't worry about sounding smart. He just wants to understand and enjoy. Farhan is different. He wants to look clever. He says, "I don't want baby books." He reads difficult articles. He tries to learn big grammar rules. He wants to memorize 100 words every day. He wants to be perfect. Guess what happened after 1 month? Amir could understand basic conversations. He could speak in simple sentences. He remembered many words, not because he memorized them, but because he used them again and again in real life. Farhan was tired. He forgot most of the 100 words. He felt frustrated. He didn't enjoy learning anymore. Now, let's stop and ask, why did Amir do better? The answer is simple. The brain is lazy. But don't worry, that's not a bad thing. In fact, it's very smart. Your brain is always trying to save energy. It doesn't want to work too hard all the time. This is because thinking takes a lot of energy. So when the task feels too hard or boring, your brain says, "No thanks." This is why we prefer watching a fun video over reading a difficult book. This is why we choose fast food instead of cooking a big meal. Our brain is protecting us. It's helping us focus on what's easy and useful. Now let's talk about a real idea from psychology. Cognitive load. What is that? Imagine your brain is like a backpack. When the backpack is full, you can't carry more things. If you try, it gets heavy and you drop everything. That's what happens in your brain too. When you try to learn too many hard things at once, your brain becomes full. You can't remember anything clearly. This is why Farhan forgot most of the 100 words. His brain was too full. He was trying too hard. The backpack was too heavy. But Amir? He was smart. He picked easy things. His backpack stayed light. He remembered more because he didn't overload his brain. So here's the big idea. Learning in a simple way is not weak. It's smart. When you watch cartoons or read children's books, you are not wasting time. You are helping your brain learn better. You are working with your brain, not against it. Let me share a story about one of my students. Her name is Maria. She wanted to speak fluent English fast, so she downloaded many apps. She tried to learn 100 new words every day. She spent hours looking at her phone. After 2 weeks, she came to me and said, "I feel like I'm learning nothing." So I gave her one small task. Read one children's story every day. She laughed. That's too easy. But she did it. Every night before bed, she read a short story for kids. 1 week passed, then 2 weeks, then 1 month. Maria came back and said, "Now I can understand basic English. I know more words. I feel happy." Her brain was finally learning the natural way, the easy way. And that's the message I want to give you. You don't have to make learning hard. You don't need to feel pressure. Your brain is not lazy in a bad way. It is lazy in a smart way. So help your brain. Give it light work. Use simple English. Enjoy the process. Because simple learning is powerful learning. And in the next chapter, we'll talk about what happens when you use this simple method again and again. You'll start building real habits. And that's when the magic begins. Chapter 2. Simple English equals fast progress. In the last chapter, we learned something surprising. Your brain likes easy things. And now, let's talk about how that idea can change the way you learn English. Many English learners believe this. If I use big words, I will sound smart. If I speak like native speakers, I will be fluent. If I study difficult grammar, I will learn faster. But this is not true. Let me tell you a secret. Hard English is not better English. Simple English is faster, stronger, and more useful. Let me explain. When you learn with easy words, your brain relaxes. It understands more. It remembers better. You feel more confident. And when you feel confident, you speak more. That's how progress happens. But when you try to use difficult grammar or long words, your brain gets tired. You start thinking too much. You feel nervous. And you stop speaking. So ask yourself, what is better, looking smart or actually speaking? Now, let me give you a real example. Here is a sentence in difficult English. I am absolutely famished and would greatly appreciate some nourishment at this very moment. Now here is the same sentence in simple English. I'm very hungry. I want to eat now. Which one do you understand faster? Which one can you use in real life? Yes, the second one. It's simple, clear, and natural. And that's the goal. Here's something I often tell my students. If a child can learn a language by listening to the same sentence 20 times, why can't you? Think about it. A baby listens to this sentence. This is a dog. Again and again. This is a dog. This is a dog. This is a dog. And one day, the baby says it back. This is a dog. The child doesn't start with, the animal in question is a canine species. Number, that would be silly. So why do adults try to start with hard English? Children learn fast because they learn simple words, short sentences, and real-life language. And guess what? That works for adults too. Many famous people used this idea. The actor Jackie Chan learned English by watching cartoons. The footballer Sun Heung-min improved his English by watching superhero movies with subtitles. Many YouTubers who now speak perfect English started with comic books or kids' shows. Why? Because simple English enters your brain easily. You understand it. You repeat it. You use it. That's how real language learning works. Let me tell you what I do with my students. When a new student joins my class, they often say, I want to read news articles and classic books. I say, let's start with short stories for children. At first, they laugh, but after 1 week, they say, I can understand everything. After 2 weeks, they say, I remember many words now. After 1 month, they say, I feel confident. I can speak. That's the power of starting simple. Here's one more example. Difficult sentence. Would you be so kind as to accompany me to the establishment for a refreshment? Simple sentence. Do you want to come with me to get a drink? Which one helps you in real life? Which one do people actually use? It's always the simple one. And here's the best part. Once you become comfortable with simple English, you naturally move to harder English later. You don't need to force it. It happens on its own. But if you try to start with hard English, you stop. You get tired. You quit. So don't make it harder than it needs to be. Start with easy sentences. Use real-life words. Read fun stories. Watch simple shows. Listen to children's songs. Speak like a child. And grow like a child. Because learning a language is like growing a tree. First, plant a small seed. Then water it every day. Slowly, the tree becomes big and strong. Simple English is your seed. So the next time you see a big word, ask yourself, is there a simpler way to say this? And most of the time, yes, there is. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how to use simple English every day. You'll learn how to create easy, fun habits that help you grow fast, even if you only have 10 minutes a day. Chapter 3. Build a simple learning habit that works. You've learned something powerful. Simple English helps you learn faster. Now it's time to use this idea in your daily life. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like you don't know how to study English? Maybe you start watching a YouTube video, then open a vocabulary app, then try to read a book. But after 10 minutes, you feel lost. No plan, no progress, just stress. I understand. Many students feel this way. So let me give you something different. Something simple. A daily plan. Easy to follow. Easy to keep. Just 20 minutes a day. That's all. This is how it works. Checkmark the simple daily English routine. 1 read for 10 minutes easy English only. Find a short story, a children's book, or a comic. Make sure you understand at least 90% of it. No difficult grammar, no complicated words. Just enjoy the story. You are not trying to study. You are training your brain to understand English naturally. 2. Speak for 5 minutes, out loud by yourself. Choose 1 sentence from your reading. Say it slowly 5 times. Then try to change it slightly. For example, from the story, I go to the market. Now you say, I go to the park. I go to school. I go to the store. You are learning to play with the language. This is powerful. No partner, no problem. Speak alone. Talk to yourself. This is your private practice time. 3. Write for 5 minutes. Keep it simple. Take that same sentence and write 3 or 4 new ones. Example. I go to the market. Now write, I go to the park. I go with my brother. We buy apples. We come home. It's short. It's simple, and it works. That's your plan. 10 minutes reading plus 5 minutes, speaking plus 5 minutes, writing equals real progress. You don't need to study for hours. You just need to do a little bit, every day. Let me tell you something important. Repetition is your secret weapon. When you read the same kind of sentence again and again, your brain says, "Oh, I know this. I can do this." And when your brain feels safe, you remember faster. This is called spacing, or spaced repetition. Don't worry about the big word. Here's the idea. Learn something today. See it again tomorrow. See it again next week. And you will never forget it. You don't need 100 new words. You need 10 words, repeated again and again. Let me give you a simple example. Day 1, you read this sentence, "She is happy." Day 2, you see it again, "She is happy." Day 3, you say it, "She is happy." Day 4, you write it, "She is happy." After a few days, your brain knows it. You don't need to think. It becomes automatic. That's the power of spacing. That's the power of simple repetition. I once had a student named Aya. She was busy. Full-time job, 2 kids. She told me, "I can only study 20 minutes a day." I said, "Perfect. Let's start." We use this same routine every day, 20 minutes. After 1 month, Aya was speaking clearly, not perfectly, but with confidence. After 3 months, she could talk about her family, her work, and her dreams, all in simple English, and she was proud. That's what happens when you follow a simple plan, every day. So today, I give this plan to you. No stress, no pressure, just one small step at a time. Say this to yourself. I don't need to learn everything. I just need to learn something, and repeat it. You can print your routine. Put it on your wall. Every day, check these 3 boxes. I read, I spoke, I wrote. And soon, you will see something amazing. You are learning English, for real. In the next chapter, we'll take this one step further. You'll learn how to build real confidence, even when you make mistakes. You'll discover how to speak without fear and enjoy the learning journey. If this video helped you, do one simple thing today. Click the like button. It's small, but it really helps this channel grow. And if you want more simple, easy, and real ways to learn English, subscribe to this channel. I post videos like this every week, full of stories, tips, and real help for English learners. Now I want to hear from you. What is one simple thing you'll do today to help your English? Tell me in the comments below. I read everyone. You've got this. Keep going. One